Student page 90. Exercise 4. Given that x is less than -3 or x is greater than -1, what must be true in order for the compound inequality to be a true statement? So we want this to be a true statement. We have an or. That means one or the other. One of the two statements must return a true. If it does, we're happy. All right? Okay. Write a sentence describing the possible values of x. All right, so let's see here. Well, x might be any number less than 3. Or it could be any number greater than -1. So when we graph this, what we have to do, I left out a -3 up here. Let's get that negative in here. So we're going to put open dot on -3, and we're going to cover the values that are less than -3. Less is always to the left of whatever you pick, so it's pretty easy. We just draw this in. And we all know that if we owe somebody $5, we are not as rich as if we owe somebody $3. And then it can be any number greater than 1. Well, that's also pretty easy to understand. Anything that's positive is going to be greater than anything negative, so we want to fill in the top side of the number line. Ta-da! Exercise 5. Another or. That means we can be happy if this one is true or if this one is true. Solve for each inequality x. X plus 4 is less than 6. That means x plus 4 minus 4 needs to be less than 6 minus 4. X is going to be less than 2. Okay, we can handle that. Or, here's our or x minus 1 has to be greater than 3. We'll add 1 to both sides. X minus 1 plus 1 is greater than 3 plus 1. X is, meant 1 over here. Let's get that a 1. Ta-da! Learning how to do that. 1. X is going to be greater than 4. So it says write the compound inequality. We have x is less than 2 or x is greater than 4. Well, that means that x is going away from each other. All the values less than 2 are on one side. With an or, we're not going to get a statement with just one x in the middle. We're just going to have to write the whole situation. X is less than 2 or x is greater than 4. That would be our compound inequality when we consider both. Write a sentence describing the possible values of x. Well, if everything x is less than 2 or everything x is greater than 4, then the one thing we know, I guess I better say the condition, with x less than 2 or greater than 4, x cannot be some lovely number like 3. Cannot be between. Actually, x cannot be equal to, oh boy, spelling's not too good tonight, equal to 2 or 4 or any values in between. There we go. That got it. And let's go ahead and graph that. So x is less than 2, open dot, and we'll take all the values less than 2. Anything less than 2 is pointing down this direction. There we go. Or x is, and I got a problem up here, greater than 4. And if you didn't notice it, it's right here. This needs to be greater than. Let's go ahead and make that right this time instead of pretending that I made that something I wanted you to understand. Still messy. Fix that up. All right. Hopefully you have some good notes on this. We're going to close.